Hiya, this is the fourth top set of English words with sentences added. If I start at abbreviate, I might say anti-meridian is abbreviated to AM. Ablaze. The building was ablaze, meaning it was on fire. Abuse. Do not abuse the English language. Try and speak it properly. Some people have an American accent. I have a British accent. Accessory. An accessory to my telephone might be the case. Accommodate. I can accommodate 3 people in my caravan. Adhesive. Adhesive means to stick to. We use adhesive paper, adhesive tape. Administer. The school secretary will administer the register. Aluminium. In England we talk about aluminium. When you look at the word, it is written differently, but we still speak of aluminium. AM, an abbreviation of anti-meridian, meaning morning. Animate. Cartoons are pictures that have been animated. Anticipate. When you look forward to Christmas, you anticipate it. Apologize. After you have done something wrong, it might be good to apologize. Arrogant. Some people think they are too important to apologize. Autobiography. An autobiography is a biography written by oneself. So, if you wish to write about your life and your life story, that will become an autobiography. Automatic. When I go into a building, it is an automatic reaction to take my hat off. Awkward. I feel awkward if I am wearing my hat inside a building. Bachelor. A bachelor is somebody who has not married yet. Beware. Beware of rising water. In Australia they have rising water and massive floods. Bonus. Because you have worked so hard, I am going to pay you extra money, a bonus. Bounce. Sometimes when I am playing table tennis, I bounce the ball on the table. Brew. People in England make a brew of tea. Brew. Brink. When you are on the edge of a cliff, you talk about the brink of the cliff or the brink of the water. Brutal. Brutal is when people are unkind to each other. We talk about brutal to each other. Buckle. I do my belt up with a buckle. Buckle. Campus. The school campus is all the grounds and buildings in it, the campus. Cancel. When I go on holiday, I cancel my daily delivery of milk. cancel. Cancer. Cancer is a rather nasty disease, illness that people catch, people get. Cancer. Caravan. In America, caravans are called portable homes, I think. Caravan. Cemetery. When you die, sometimes you are placed in a cemetery with a headstone so that people can come and pay tribute to you. Census. A census is counting the population. In America, they have it every 10 years. In England, they have it every 10 years. Census. Certificate. At school, you are awarded certificates for doing well at subjects. Chauffeur or chauffeur. If you are lucky enough to have somebody to drive your car for you, his or her title would be chauffeur. Coffin. Coffin, when people are buried, they are buried inside a coffin. And that is placed in a cemetery, in a plot in a cemetery. Compensation. Sometimes you buy something that is broken in a shop. They give you back repaired items and perhaps some compensation again. Concede. Concede means to give way. Will you concede a point in an argument? Confidential. Some information people want to keep confidential, not for general release. Congratulate. When you pass an exam and get a certificate, people congratulate you. Contaminated. Some animals are not as clean as people, and if they come and eat the food, they may contaminate the food. Some animals have contagious diseases. Some people sneeze at you and their cough or flu is passed on because they are contagious. Craftsmanship. Some men, women, make things so well. It is because of their good craftsmanship. Cramp. Cramp. Sometimes when you are walking along, your joints get stiff and you have cramp. Crepe. A crepe is like a pancake, only thinner. It is food. Crepe. Crescent. When you look at the moon and see it only partly, you see a crescent shape. Crescent. Cultivation. Growing food on the land is part of a cultivation plan. Curfew. Sometimes your parents will say to you, go to bed at 8 o'clock, or come in at 8 o'clock. That is the curfew. Curfew. Custom. It is my custom to wear a hat in the cold weather. Custom. Dangerous. Walking on thin ice is dangerous. You may fall through. Deduce. When you look at a problem, sometimes you examine the evidence and you can deduce a solution. Deliberate. If you walk on thin ice, knowing that it is thin, you have deliberately looked for a chance to fall into the water. Demonstrate. If you walk on thin ice, knowing it is thin ice, you will demonstrate how stupid you are. Diarrhea. If you eat too many oranges, it will make you ill with diarrhea. Discard. Sometimes you have too many papers when you're at school, so you discard some of them. You get rid of some of them. Discard. Discipline. Teachers maintain discipline in school. Distinguish. In the classroom, some students distinguish themselves by giving all the right answers. The teacher asked the student to distribute the papers. Distribute. Disturb. If you talk too loudly on your mobile phone on the bus, you may disturb the other passengers. Dubious. I am not sure that this company is totally good. Some of their trading looks dubious. Duplicate. When you copy something on a photocopier, you duplicate it. Durable. Some material lasts for a long time. We consider it to be durable. Durable. Ecstasy. At New Year's Eve, people are ecstatic at the birth of the new year, and so they show ecstasy. Elastic. Elastic means that things will stretch. Elastic. Emigrant. Somebody who emigrates, goes out of a country. Endanger. Walking on thin ice, and you may endanger your life. Endanger. Environment. Please stop burning so much petrol and protect the environment. This is essential if our planet is to last for hundreds of more years. Essential. Etc. This is an abbreviation of this. It means and so on. Abbreviation, etc. The full word, etc. Exaggerate. Sometimes people exaggerate when they are saying they are incredibly, fantastically happy to see you. That seems to be an exaggeration. Exclusive. When you go into a restaurant, exclusive means that it has very good food or very good clientele. Expel. Students who do not work may be expelled or put out from school. Exterminate. Exterminate means to do away with. When you have rats in your garden, you wish to exterminate them because they are considered vermin. Vermin. Exterminate. Extravagant. Extravagant is when people exaggerate things they say about you. Their praise is extravagant. Faculty. A faculty is one of the areas of a university. So one of the areas of teaching might be sociology or computing. So the computing department might be considered to be the computing faculty. Famine. When a country doesn't have enough food, you consider that they might have a famine. Fixture. A fixture might be a football match you're going to play, a fixture, or something that is fixed in your house. Perhaps the stairway is a fixture. Foresight is looking forward to something. Foresight. Did you have the foresight to book a seat at a football match early, before all the seats were sold? Foresight. Fortnight. In England, a fortnight is considered to be 2 weeks. Fortnight. Fragment. A piece of something. Fragment. Friction. Friction is when you rub two things together and they get hot. Friction. Garage or garage. A garage is where you store your car. Garbage. We put the garbage in a rubbish bin. Garbage. Ghastly. I watched a play the other night on television. It was ghastly, which means it was terrible. Gospel. In church on Sunday they read the Gospel. Grammar. Grammar is part of English, how you arrange the words. Guarantee. Guarantee. I guarantee that this car will go fast. I say that it will go fast and give you my word. That's a guarantee. Gutter. In England, the rain runs down the side of the road but not on the pavement. This is called the gutter. Gutter. Habitat. Habitat is the field where the rabbits live is called their habitat. Habitat. Headache. Trying to think of enough sentences to go with all of these words might be a cause for a headache. Headache. Hideous. Some monster on a film might be seen as hideous because it was so ugly. Horizontal. This line along here is horizontal. Illusion. An illusion is considered to be a trick. Implement. A shovel is an implement. Inconvenient. It might not be convenient to go out tonight because I'm washing my hair. Inconvenient. Incredulous. I can't believe it. It's incredulous. Incredulous. Index. At the back of the book is a list of all the topics. Index. Indispensable. I cannot do without this person. She is indispensable. She is capable of using her initiative. She thinks for herself. Initiative. Insane. We would be insane to get rid of that worker. Means that we would be mad to lose that worker. Install. You install new programs on your computer. Install. Intense means that you are thinking very carefully and deeply. Intense. Invisible. I cannot see the invisible man because he is not visible. Invisible. Irregular. His breathing was not regular. The doctor worried that it was irregular. Jibe. Sometimes people say bad things about you. They consider to be jibes about you. On a crowded bus, people will jostle each other as they move along. Jostle. Khaki. Khaki is a colour that soldiers wear. Khaki, a kind of brown. Kilo, a weight. Kilo. Lapse. I have let my membership lapse. I have stopped my membership going on. Lapse. Leak. My bucket has a hole in it. It has a leak. Lease. The lease is running out on my shop. That means the agreement for me to hire this shop is running out. I am liable to be moved out by the end of the month. Logic is a way of thinking. Think logically, in order. Logic. Lunatic. When a mad person thinks, their thoughts are all over the place. They do not think in a logical fashion. Ma'am is an abbreviation of madam. If you are called upon to talk to the Queen of England, you are asked to call her ma'am. Manuscript. Sometimes you get a manuscript of music and play it. Mattress. On your bed you put a mattress to sleep on. In a restaurant you will have a menu. Menu is the list of foods available. Metropolitan. Metropolitan means an area bigger than a town. A metropolitan area, a sort of city area with lots of districts. On the other hand, miniature means smaller, very small, miniature. Minimum, the smallest amount. Monopoly. Apple seems to have a monopoly of iPads until people came along and other companies made the similar sort of thing. Municipal is an area of a town's governing. Municipal. So a town election will be considered to be a municipal election. Negative. Some people look on the bad side of everything. This is considered the negative side as against the positive side. Neutral. Switzerland tries to be neutral in any disagreements around the world. It doesn't try to take sides. Nourish. You eat good food to nourish your body, to feed your body properly. Nuisance. A dog barking round your ankle is considered a nuisance. Occupation. What is your occupation? What do you do for a living? Omit. Omit means to miss out. Omit. Orchestra, a group of musicians. Orchestra. Outrage. An outrage is something that is rather bad. You might consider that somebody standing up in the middle of a concert and shouting out was an outrage. Pamphlet. A pamphlet is a document that is on a sheet of paper that is handed out to people. Perhaps in your town you might find a paragraph about a situation, a paragraph of writing. Paralyze. If you fell off your motorcycle when it was going fast, you might paralyze your legs and they would not move. Going through an airport, you need to show them your passport, your documents that allow you to travel out of the country. Pastime. Pastime is what you do in your spare time. Pathetic. Pathetic is when you try and win at a game and then put in a poor effort. People say that was pathetic. I have just gone through that and that. Let's go to pension. When you have finished your working career, if you are lucky, you get a pension. They will pay you money because you have worked for them for a long time. Pension. Perspire. Sportsmen run very quickly. As a consequence, they get hot and perspire or sweat. Petroleum or petrol. That is what my car runs on, or diesel, or, if I'm lucky, electricity. Petty. Petty means small. Plump. Plump means round. I would like a plump chicken or a plump turkey for my Christmas dinner. PM is an abbreviation of post-meridian, meaning afternoon. PM. It is 2 p.m., 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Pork. Pork is the meat of a pig. Pork. Postpone. The game has been put off. We have postponed it. Postpone. Prejudice. I don't like black cats. I have a prejudice against them. Presume. Sherlock Holmes used to say, Dr. Watson, I presume. Profound. Profound means deep. Profound. Proprietor. The person who is running a particular organization or shop. Psychology. A way of thinking. Psychology. What makes people do what they do? Profound. Profound means deep. I am repeating these again. Excuse me. Quench. Quench is stopping your thirst. Quenching your thirst is taking a drink when you need a drink. Query. Asking a question. Query. Radius. What is the radius of a circle? Radius. Ramble. Two meanings to ramble. One is to walk. The other one is to speak a long lot of words about things rather than sticking to the point. Random. Picking things in any order. Random. Rash. When I shave too closely, I sometimes get a shaving rash because I have used my razor too harshly. Ratio. The ratio of boys and to girls in the class was 2 girls to 1 boy. Razor. I got a rash when I used my razor too firmly. Reclaim. Sometimes they fill in the sea with extra sand and reclaim the land. Reclaim. Recruit. We are recruiting new workers to the organization. Means to get new workers. Rehearse. We rehearsed the play. We went through the play numbers of times. Repel. When we were in the swimming pool, everybody was trying to get onto the raft. People on the raft tried to stop people getting on by repelling them, pushing them off. Repent. When you have done something wrong, you repent of it. Repent. Retrieve. The dog came back with my ball. I took it out of his mouth. I retrieved it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous is when you give an answer that doesn't make sense. Riot. A riot is people getting very angry about a situation and shouting and screaming and getting annoyed. A riot. Routine. I get up in the morning. I go to college. This is part of my routine. Ruby. a valuable red gemstone. Salesperson. Salesperson is a person who works in a shop, a salesperson. Salvation. Salvation is what people suggest you might go for in your life. How am I going to run my life? I'm going to look for salvation. Satellite. Something that goes in orbit around the Earth. Scandal. A situation that has gone badly wrong. A scandal. Scarf. A piece of cloth you wear round your neck. Scrub. When you rub the floor with a brush, you are said to scrub it. Senior. Somebody who is above you in the hierarchy of a company. A senior person. A senior lecturer. Shirk. Somebody doesn't work hard enough is said to shirk their work. Could you sign this letter? Give me your signature. Significant. The contribution that the teacher made to the school was significant. It was important. Smuggle. At airports, people try to smuggle in things. Watches. Radios. On the train, the old lady fell asleep and you could hear her snore, the noise she makes when she's asleep. Spade. Like a shovel, you used it to dig the garden. Speculate. You wonder. Speculate. A splinter, a small piece of wood that gets into your finger. I have a splinter in my finger, you say, and it is very painful. Staple. You hold two pieces of paper together by putting a staple in them. Stimulate. In the classroom, you like to stimulate discussion. You like to get people to discuss things. Stimulate. Strenuous. Hard work is strenuous. It requires a lot of effort. Subsequent. Subsequently means afterwards. Subsequently. Superb. The orchestra played superbly. They played very well. And subsequently the audience clapped very loudly. Symptom. What are the symptoms of a sore throat? Might be a headache, but a symptom, the sore throat might be a symptom of something else. Tactics. The way you organize the game, your plan for the game, is said to be the tactics. Terminate, to end. If you have symptoms of a cold, they might put a thermometer into your mouth. There's an E missing here. It should be trespass. Trespass means when you walk onto somebody's land that isn't yours. Trespass. Tripod. A three-legged stand upon which you put your camera to take photographs. A tripod. Truant. A student who stays away from school is said to truant. Tutor. Another name for a teacher is a tutor. Ultimate. The final way, the ultimate way. Unique. Unique means that there is only one of it. Unique. Upholstery is the way that you the makings of a chair where the springs are. You call this the upholstery. Urgent. Urgent is when you want something in a hurry. Urgent. But you say, I want it urgently. Vacant. You can buy a shop that is empty and talk about a vacant lot. Vanquish is when you beat the enemy. Vehicle. Vehicle A car is a vehicle. Version. Microsoft Word comes in various versions. Means that there are all sorts of 2003, 2007, 2010 are versions. Vocabulary. A lot of words. You are trying to increase the number of words you know. Vocabulary. Wallet. Where you keep your money. Wallet. Wardrobe. Wardrobe. Although I think I've got an extra E in there, so there's ward and robe and no E there, so wardrobe. Where I keep my clothes. Wizard. The wizard casts spells. Wizard. The Wizard has been a very popular film this year. Yearn is when you want something very much. Yoke. Yoke is in the centre of... No, that's yoke. A yoke is what you tie to an ox to pull a cart. Zeal. Keenness. Keenness. He did his job with zeal. He was very keen. Zeal. Zest. When you get to the end of all of these words, you are full of zest because you have made it. Wow. Okay. There are around 210 different words and sentences going with them. I hope this has been useful for you. Thank you.